Understanding Singapore's waters has always been key to the country's survival to keep ships and trade moving safely every day. Now, a team of nearly 50 ocean mappers helps Singapore understand what's going on in its waters every day to prepare the country's coastline against climate change. CNA's Charlotte Lim dives deep with former chief hydrographer Parry Oei.
For nearly 4 decades, Parry Oei mapped a world most don't get to see, one that is under the sea. It's a field known as hydrography, and it quietly underpins every safe journey.
So Parry, what first drew you to hydrography, and was it something that you wanted to do since young?
I always loved the sea and the oceans when I was young because we live very close to the East Coast. And I wanted to join the Merchant Navy, so I waited to join the Merchant Navy. But there was a job for the assistant hydrographer in the Port of Singapore Authority then. And that's where I signed up. And from there, from 6 months, I was enjoying it because I was out at sea almost every day doing surveys. And I saw the purpose how you survey and producing charts. And that was what fascinated me.
Mr. Oei realized authorities provide such charts to help ships navigate Singapore's waters safely, especially crucial in one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world.
So what kind of data are we seeing here?
Okay, these are all the depth soundings. This is what you call the side scan feature, where with their obstruction, they'll be able to measure whether there's obstruction and how high it is as well. But this is the main one in which you can get more accurate position as well as the height of if there's an obstruction. That's why that's the technology which you are using now.
Why is the collection of this kind of data necessary and vital?
Singapore is the busiest port as well as Singapore Straits is the biggest in the world. And all our food, our logistics, everything on site, 80% of our goods is actually transported by sea. Let's say, for example, if you find an obstruction and you don't have accurate information, a ship goes to the ground. You might have to close the navigation channel for that reason. So that is why this survey needs to be accurate and up to date. It's critical, especially for Singapore.
Beyond keeping ships, people and goods safe, hydrographic data now also plays a role in coastal protection. By tracking tides and seabed conditions, agencies can better plan out Singapore's measures against rising sea levels. It's getting more urgent as conditions are evolving more rapidly due to climate change.
We collect data on a daily basis. We do it on a regular basis because environmental change. And therefore, this information you collect for the previous year is used for the following year. And that gives you better accuracy. You know 10 years advance, but there will be changes, whether they're atmospheric changes, there will be coastal changes. So you need to take that into account.
And I believe a lot has changed over the years.
When I first started, it was more on navigational safety. Now there's a rich information of the marine environment. That information is used for our climate change, looking at coastal development, how you protect our coastline, looking at whether it's sustainable marine environment, how you protect our marine environment. And these are competing users. And all this information is used, I said, in terms of marine spatial planning. How you have land planning, but there's also a marine spatial planning as well, which is important.
In his long career, Mr. Oei also helped the industry transition from paper charts to electronic navigation. It was a major leap forward in precision.
As we have more ships in our strait, right? Is it harder in any way to analyze what's underneath?
It's not. With the technology, you are able to do this. Technology like what you see the multi-beam, differential GPS, we have sensors as well. And if you look at where the multi-beam, nothing in the water which is there that we can't see with the new technology. But important thing is that we need to have that knowledge and trained expertise. And that's what we'll be doing with the team.
Is there anything else you wish the public understood about how much is still changing beneath the surface?
Our waters is dynamic. You cannot stop our work because we are working in a dynamic situation. Second, I think important question for the public is that hydrography is no more just about navigational safety anymore. The world is very limited in terms of our knowledge of the ocean. Only about 28% of our oceans and seas are charted to modern standards. And if you look at the oceans and seas, it's just a giant conveyor belt of warm currents, of nutrients, and occasionally, unfortunately, of pollutants as well. And we are connected by the sea.
Hydrographers like Mr. Oei will continue to open up whole new worlds of knowledge decades into the future.